proportions. I know I won't forget all he's done. He's the strength in this race that I run.
Alrighty, welcome everyone to the channel. My name is Cyril Rain, and today's race is at the Circuito de Navarra track in Spain. We are in the Mazda MX5 Cup once again, because I am a sucker for pain, apparently. However, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's because I like the track and I've raced on the track before in the Formula style. I want to say, yeah, I've done this in the Formula V Cup and the Formula, 5,000? Formula 5,000 Cup series? I don't remember. It's ages ago at this point. However, I love Circuito de Navarra. It is such a fun track. And these races, as chaotic as it is, for both of the videos I'm going to be making on this track, extreme chaos, so much. However, super fun and good, sometimes questionable, but good fighting. And today, this race, I'll pull up the image. I believe we were the 43rd split with a strength of field of 565 strength of field. And at the end of the race, we walked out with a 0.01 decrease to my safety rating. Unideal, since the safety rating is what gets you out of rookies. However, I will say, if I'm gonna walk out a race and not have a gain, I'm fine with walking out either neutral or with a 0.01 decrease. That is easy to get back. This race was absolute chaos, and I think this is gonna be one of the most entertaining videos that I'm gonna have so far. I'm being optimistic about that one because, oh boy, was it a fun race to be in, even though I was going crazy during the race. However, my little setup cannot handle me recording during the race, so we're gonna keep doing race replay style. Anyway, enough of me yapping. Let's get into the actual race. Okay, so before we actually hit play on the replay, I would like to also mention that I did attempt, after a couple laps of practice, I did attempt to qualify for this race. And both of the qualifying times would be fast enough to put me in the top 4, near the front end of the pack. However, because I'm a silly little boy, I hated saying that. Ignore that. I invalidated both of my laps, which is annoying because I was proud of myself because I improved on my lap times and was able to get consistently quicker. However, none of that matters if you invalidate the laps. So we are going to be starting 9th on the grid. Unideal, being in the middle of the pack because of everything that can go wrong. Here we are off the line. Car in front. Put it in park. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to happen. Homeboy was in park. Go around. We get a good run up. I want to say we're 3 wide here. I cannot tell while in cockpit view. Oh, but it's this turn in right here. I want to say this is turn 2 into turn 3. It is so tricky to get right. Very easy to turn wide and go off track here. And I want to bite a little bit more of that apex every single time. But every time that I've tried to do that, I touch the grass and spin. So I'm being very careful there. And here, a lot of people don't know that you can just lift. You lift, coast through that turn, and then once you're at the apex, you can go get back on the power. So that's what I've noticed in my splits in the Circuit de Navarra. It's where I gain a lot of the time on the other people. But here we have a very good run, almost side by side with the number 6 car. But I let him have it because I don't really like being this close to that apex on the inside line. I have a lot of troubles with that corner, so I'm not that confident. So I just back off, let him have that position. But I'm still close. Still gaining on the number 6. But we should keep an eye on this number 6 for what will happen later on in the race. Get good rotation here in first gear. Car in front, the white spins out, gives us the position. And now we are up in third. Started ninth on the grid, and we're already in third place. We're already looking at our very first podium finish of 2026. And right now, I know I'm in third. I'm getting good runs, very close to the number 6 car. And if I could just get out in front, I might be able to get a good enough lap time to start inching towards that car in first. However, I'm not liking any position that the number 6 is in. Making me play defensive here just so I don't get hit. Because it's a short race. Any little bit of contact can end the race real quick. I'm trying to play it safe. Still focusing on that safety rating. Is that that's the biggest thing that can get me out of rookies. Good run on the number 6 here. However, he does have that inside line. Very easy for him to get that position. There's a great run on the inside of me and is able to keep third. However, I have a better run, able to get up the gears faster, inching in front. I hit my braking point, but I know that there's a car there. I'm trying to give him enough space during that turn in. Most likely still on the inside of me. Absolutely is if I'm taking this line. And I get hit from the rear. I genuinely still have no idea how I could have been hit from the rear right there. We're going into the braking zone. I'm in the inside line. I'm gonna have to brake earlier. That just makes sense. However, I get slammed into from the rear. Spins me. That drops me back down to 5th. Unlucky, unideal. However, 4 cars in front haven't run away with it. I can easily see 3 cars in front of me. Number 6 is still in front. So not much has changed. I have to keep my mental nice and easy. I turned in a little late here. As much as I want to aim for that apex there, every time that I have, it is chucked me. I'm probably taking too much of that apex. Playing that corner 2 and 3 as safely as possible. Still get a good run here off of that lift section. And we're catching up. I can now see the first 4. So the race isn't completely over. I might still be able to walk away with a podium finish. The cards are still in play. It's not over for me. Even though, as we can see with how I have to hold the steering wheel, I have the most insane wheel damage. If I want to drive straight, I have to hold the steering wheel at like, what is that, a 45-degree angle? Yeah. Look at that little orange strip on that steering wheel. I am driving with some insane wheel damage from being hit in the side after being spun. I'm getting used to it, and because I'm just still getting used to what that wheel damage is like for me, I've popped down to 6th. Unideal, don't like being there. Number 11 is trying to get a good run on the number 6 in front. And I'm just, at this point, I'm just hoping that enough chaos can happen that it might put me back in. But in all honesty, I would have just mentally resigned from the podium fight and tried to focus on a safe race. I already have a good chunk of incident points under my belt because of that contact. Number 11 backs off aggressively, which gives me a good run into here. However, with the wheel damage, I'm afraid that I'm going to go wide. We did not, which is great for me. I get a good run through that section once again. Helps me catch up to the number 6 car in front. Still try to give him enough space. Try to go for the switchback off the apex. But he is really good with that inside line into these corners. So I'm still stuck behind the number 6. However, we're close. His breaking point is much later than mine, which is a little unfair. Unlucky for me. Number 11's back. Chucking it down on the inside of me. I have to go wide here on the inside of this corner, which I don't want to be. And I'm just trying my best. 2 cars take each other out. Number 12 almost has an unsafe rejoin. I was scared he might take me out, if I'm going to be honest. But with those 2 out of the picture, I'm now back and forth. I easily see the top 3. Get a good run on the inside of the number 11. Aiming to keep the position. He backs off, which gives me a good run into that apex. I'm in 3rd. I'm in 3rd, chasing the number 6. However, with that wheel damage, I'm not getting the good rotation that I want to be in. I have to turn the wheel more than I want to, which I did not realize until halfway through that corner. So every turn with this amount of wheel damage is a learning curve. A learning experience on now how much I have to turn the wheel, how I have to brake. Car in front spins out. I take avoiding actions, which takes me extremely wide. Gives me more off tracks. Not the happiest about it. But I'd rather take avoiding actions instead of ruining my race. Here we are. Back again. Me and the number 6. Good little clean fighting here with me and the number 6. And I'm chasing him. I'm not backing down. I know I'm in 2nd right now. Number 6 is in 1st. That win. My first win of 2026 is staring me down. And I want it. I know it's possible. Especially with how close I'm able to get to the number 6. I know if I just hit my braking points, get good rotation in, I have a good chance. I make a good little risky run there. I forgot that one. I ended up backing out of it because I did not want more incident points. Good little rotation there. Good turn in. Really happy with how I've been driving here, especially with the wheel damage being taken into consideration. And no matter how hard this number 6 is trying, that's another off track, he is not able to drop me exactly where I want to be. And in all honesty, I am willing to end this race right here. Like, let's be honest. 2nd place in podium, he broke hard. I wanted to get in there. I wanted to push my luck. That's a little bit more contact. I think that's another 3 incident points. Not the happiest, but it wasn't intentional. I was not trying to take out the number 6 in front. I promise you. I'm not that kind of racer. I don't want to do that. This is what I want right here. Good, close, but fair. Wheel-to-wheel racing. And me and the number 6 have had that to a T for a majority of this race. We've both given each other a good chunk of space. The white car's back and he's looking for some blood. He's looking to get the positions back that he lost. And I want to say, I'm impressed. Number 12 is back and is fighting. And he was able to keep that on track, which is better than I would have done on that inside line in that corner. But now it's looking like a 3-way fight for the win. Make that 4. Number 11 is back in as well. I'm losing positions. I'm gaining positions every corner. So much fun. This is so much fun. These are the kinds of races I want in the Mazda MX5 Cup. Good, close wheel-to-wheel racing. Everyone's playing fair. Everyone's aiming for the win. Here on the last lap, I got a good run. However, the number 6 keeps me door to door with him, refusing to give me the space to get the good run, and that is it. Cross the line, we finish third P9, and we get 3rd place. My first ever podium of 2026. Was it fair? I don't know. I'll leave that up to you guys. However, one thing I will say is that it was by far one of the most fun races that I have had in the Mazda MX5 Cup. And I want more of this. Less of the whole rear-ended causing me to get wheel damage and having another car hit me. However, those are a little bit of semantics. Besides the point, I will take that. My first ever podium of 2026 with a 0.01 minus to my safety rating. Hope you guys enjoyed this as much as I did. And I will see you in the next video. Take care of yourself. God bless.